Welcome back, road warriors. Today we're picking up a load in southern Ohio, and this bad boy is our first load after getting the third axle. So we really get to test the truck out because we are going all the way down to San Diego, California. We're super excited about it because it's a good paying load. Everything's just falling together. And the cats are trying to make my shoes fall apart. As Cinnamon's getting the paperwork ready for the load.
After I got done doing the paperwork, Derek secured the freight.
If you're interested in doing what we do and driving one of these trucks for a living, reach out to Highfield Trucking at the link and phone number in the video description. Let them know Truck and Travel sent you. Come on.
We're in Ohio. Finally got a load again. Pretty excited about this. Cinnamon, why don't you tell us how the weather is?
The weather is 77 degrees out. It is beautiful. There's a little bit of clouds outside, but it feels nice outside. It's that good Ohio cool breeze going on.
Today is Monday while we're picking up here, and this load drops off Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time in San Diego, California. We got 2,248 miles to go. We needed this load.
So this load is actually a light load. It ends up being 5 pallets. It was going to be 6, but they made it 5. And it was something our old truck could have handled before we got the axle, the third axle that we added. But that's okay, we'll definitely take it. So 1,500 pounds, very, very light load.
We just did a driver swap, so I'm going to go ahead and start us out on this trip. I'm ready. Let's hit it.
I'm having I guess Derek says a bedtime snack, but this is kind of my dinner. But it's actually Chipotle, and I tried a spicy wok this time, so it actually tastes pretty good.
Alright, just got to Illinois, stopped at the first rest area entering the state on Interstate 70. We got 2,046 miles to go yet. Currently did 203 miles today. It's currently 3:41 Eastern time, so still got some time left on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and take my 30-minute break, and then we'll continue on.
Everybody, I stopped today. It's the next day. It's Tuesday. I am right outside of Amarillo, Texas. I had to stop in Texas. It's my favorite state. So it's actually about 8:40 in the morning here, and it's 77 degrees. Back home, I think it's 67 degrees or something like that. So just had to stop in and stretch my legs and go ahead and walk a little bit. I already took a half-hour break. Derek and I switched last night, right on the inside part, like right in Missouri before we got to Oklahoma. We have about 1,100 miles to go till we drop off. Here's Caleb. You can see all those bug guts everywhere. So I'm doing a real quick check on the truck. Nice clean truck, look at that. It's so weird to have all the decals off and everything. But yeah, it's always good just to do a real quick walk around once you stop. So trying hard not to wake up Derek. Sorry, that's kind of loud. But he's getting some sleep. It's definitely different getting back on the road and being in this kind of it rides differently, the truck does. But we're gonna go ahead and head out, try and get some more miles down. We are in New Mexico right now at a truck stop, or not truck stop, sorry, a rest area. Which is very interesting. We're kind of pulled off to the side to make sure there's plenty of room. Derek is checking the oil and everything, making sure all the fluids are good.
Making sure we're safe. Look at that, coolant's still inside.
Oh,
That's
such a
awesome.
beautiful thing.
Everything looks good. Look at that, it's still got oil. That's awesome. We're good to go.
I'm actually going to show you guys real quick what this rest area looks like. So there's 3 lanes, I guess you want to say. The middle one is where everybody travels in, but we're actually parked off to the side just a little bit, so that when when that far lane, when they go to pull out, they can, you know, have some room to pull out and everything like that. So I didn't check what temperature it is, but it's definitely hot.
It's a little warm outside.
The cats are all satisfied. I don't know if you can see Norton up there because we actually just fed them. So this is going to be their nap time right now. So we're going to finish off checking out the truck and then we're going to go ahead and head out. Derek's going to take over.
These tires are awesome. Look how much tread still left on there. And we got these. This is like one of the first things we bought was these Michelin tires. They're awesome. X-Line. So it was a little bit harder to sleep in the truck with the third axle. It's like a stiffer ride. Cinnamon, how many miles were you able to do today?
600 some.
I think it was like 620 something.
Oh, I didn't check. I just know I hit over 600, but I was only going 65 miles an hour just to try and help him be able to sleep.
Yeah, because if there's happen to be any curves or something, that G-force, it doesn't take much to wake me up. And then now with that third axle, it's a little bit rougher too. But, you know, we got less than 1,000 miles to go to our destination.
Yeah.
And it
exciting.
Drops tomorrow, right?
Drops tomorrow at like around almost close to 11 o'clock our time.
Yep. So where we're at right now in New Mexico, the current time is 10:09 a.m. So Eastern time back home, it's 12:09 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's move it. All right, guys, we're currently at a rest area here in Arizona. We're along Interstate 17. We got around 439 miles to go yet on this trip. I'm not going to be able to finish it out. I probably got about 3 hours left of driving time, so it's going to be on Cinnamon to finish it out. But there's the truck right there. We got some beautiful mountains in the background. I don't even know if you can see that, but they're back there. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. Cinnamon is sleeping right now. Truck's doing great, by the way. It is currently 10:28 p.m. Eastern time. Local time here in Arizona is 7:28 where I'm at. I think Arizona is one of those states where it's got a couple different time zones. I don't remember, but it's really pretty. Just the whole scenery, everything around here. But yeah, truck's running great, really excited about that. The third axle is a little bit rougher, but you'll have that, you know, with these 3-axle straight trucks. I don't know, all in all, I think it's doing really good. We got 5 skids in there. Everything seems to be going fine, just as expected. Tires are fine. Nothing out of, you know, not wearing right, so that's good. No leaking coolant, so that's awesome. But we're gonna go ahead and head on down the road and get this thing done. All right, so we finished the load. We were there on time, and then they had us open up the doors, and then they asked us to shut them back up because the manager decided that the their customer is going to want to see it unloaded, right, Cinnamon?
Yeah. It was actually a girl that answered the door, and she's like, yeah, go ahead and open up. We'll let you in, unload it. I'm like, okay. So I went ahead. They watched me break the seal. I opened up the door, and then she goes, hold on a second. She goes, who is this from? And so I told her, she goes, can you shut the door? I'm like, yeah. So I shut it, and she's like, can you bring me your paperwork? So I went up because the dock door was open, and I handed it to her, and she goes, let me show this to my manager real quick. He wants to see it. I'm like, okay, which I thought was weird because she already told me to open the door.
Yeah.
So she came back out, or he came back out, and he asked if I could go ahead and turn the reefer back on because we turned it off to open up the doors. And so he's like, the customer actually wants to see it being unloaded. He's like, so would you mind waiting? I'm like, no, that's fine. So he moved us over like one spot over, dock over. And so we closed the doors, we moved, and then he met me again at the dock, and he said, actually, they're not going to be here for about 2 more hours. He's like, is that okay? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Because, I mean, you never want to have a bad attitude with them because it doesn't do anything but make you look like a jerk.
You don't want to lose business for your carrier.
And, like, you're going to have to wait anyway. So, I mean, if you let everything bother you, then this job is definitely not for you.
Yeah, it's not. You have to be patient in trucking.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, that's fine, because it's fine. We're inside a, AC truck. We have the cats. We have food in here. We have a toilet in here. Like, we're good.
Thank God we got an APU and we can have the AC going, right?
Oh, my gosh, especially in this heat. Tell them what the temperature was in Arizona at 9 o'clock at night, their time?
Their time, it was around like 102, and then I watched it get up to 104 degrees at nighttime. Unreal.
And it was around midnight. I can't remember what part of Arizona, so I think it was around midnight their time because it was 2:30 our time. So anyways, it was either 11:30 or 12:30 their time, and it was 94 degrees still. So.
And that's driving out in the desert.
Yeah.
Which
crazy.
I thought would be a little bit cooler than that, but dang.
We did meet a couple. I didn't get to talk to the lady, but I talked to the guy. I think his name was Andre.
Yep.
But they're from...
her name's Hazel.
Hazel, yes. Yeah. I love her name. She was very sweet. She smiled, after she backed up and stuff. But they're from Georgia, and so we chatted with them for a little bit. So it's always nice to actually talk to other drivers and stuff along the way. So that was really cool. But we're actually, Derek let us get some ice cream sandwiches.
It's like a little, I don't know, what do you want to call that? Victory sandwiches?
Victory sandwiches? I'll take it. I'll call it whatever you'd like me to have it.
Whatever gets it, yeah. Done.
He's like, do you want some ice cream? And before he even really got it out, I'm like, yes. Because we haven't gotten it in a while.
Yeah, we're actually at the same truck stop where we seen that really lonely dog at nighttime, the Golden Acorn Casino. It's on an Indian reservation.
Yeah.
I don't remember what tribe, but it's in California along Interstate 8.
The cats are actually meowing, like they're literally yelling at me to go to bed. They're waiting for both of me. They're both waiting for me to go back to bed.
So yeah, we was on time, but we still had to wait. So.
Which is fine. We did waiting when we got there.
It's better that we wait than they wait on us. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the APU is running great. This is actually the second load we've done with the APU, and this is the first load we did with the drop axle, and everything went fine. Nothing wrong with the tires or anything like that. After we unloaded, I actually did raise the axle though, because we're in California, and if you have 3 axles, then you have to go 55 miles per hour is the speed limit. And I didn't want to be restricted to that, so I lifted that sucker up. Well, over here at Joplin, at the Petro, there's a pretty cool truck. We've got some stuff right here. Got something in the box already loaded up, but dang. Who doesn't like lights? why I bought it. Merry Christmas.
That's awesome. I like it.
Shine the light on it.
Great.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. Can we put like our own thing there?